Void! Hello, hello, hello! Happy New Year! Happy New Year, Void. I hope you are doing well. Yeah, it's 2025. Kinda weird. Hasn't really dawned on me yet, but here we are. Yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful New Year and you had fun celebrating last night. I did not have any plans. I've been very busy with family stuff and traveling the last couple weeks, so I didn't have any plans. So I played Overwatch with some friends and then looked at the clock and went, oh, it's midnight. We all said Happy New Year and we moved on. So, you know, the New Year's spent right. But yeah, hope you're all doing well, and I'm excited to be doing this for the first stream of the year. Should be fun, and I'm really excited to keep working on the Vtuber. But before we hop into it, I will read the verse of the day because I like it. It's very poetic. Isaiah is just a good poetic book. So it is, remember not the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I'm doing a new thing, now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. I love that one. it's so good. It's so good. God's so good. But yeah, and I think that's a great one for the new year, of looking forward to see what's coming. New beginnings and all that, you know? Cool. So we'll go ahead and hop into it because I'm excited to start actually getting into the rigging and animation-ish portion of this. But first, I have been working on this off screen. I worked on this yesterday a lot. You can see that this video is 4 hours. I worked on it for a very long time, and yeah, but I wanted to record it because I want to do a time lapse at the very end of all this and time lapse everything together. So I have a video of this. I haven't had time to shorten it all down yet, but I did this off stream yesterday just because I didn't really think doing this on stream would be super exciting, because it was a lot of I've already done 3 streams of topology. I didn't really want to do a 4th one of modeling and topology, as well as just the topology was going to be so complicated. There would be a lot of me like sitting and kind of staring and finagling, and I just didn't think I could stream and do it at the same time. Also in this video, I think I took like a 40-minute break at some point, so you know, it was a busy day. But I wanted to kind of scrub through this and kind of talk through what I did before I got going, just so you would know like what was different. So first off, you can see I imported an old model head that I was working on, that I've already done like really clean, good facial topology for. And basically what I do is I take that head and put it on top of the one I'm working on, just to kind of like get it in shape. And then let me hit play here. I'll delete all this back stuff because I don't need any of that. She doesn't have any ears, so I don't need any of that topology. I do have this on 2x speed, but it's still ridiculously long even on 2x speed. So I go through and delete everything, and what I'm gonna do here in a second is put the shrink wrap modifier on it. So what that does is basically make everything swoop stick to whatever model I says it should. So I deleted all the nose topology. I'm going to delete all the eye topology in here, except for the outer loop, just because I don't need all of it. And then I just kind of clean this up from here, clean up all of that. Basically, I'm just trying to keep the clean topology so I don't have to completely redo it, because that's what takes the longest, is making the loops and then connecting everything together. Yeah, so I'm just cleaning everything up here. You can see like all the loops got stuck, and everything's just super flat because she has a super like just flat face. So I just kind of clean it up, and then here I start adding in, I just fix the nose topology. I basically like just clean up and add in everything that needs to be added in here, so that it will match up completely. So I do that, and then I go in and just like smooth everything out. I spent some time trying to figure out why this was looking so weird, and there was some weird thing Blender was doing that was just a setting I had to change. I found the Symmetrize and Synaptic Symmetry buttons to be the best thing in the world doing this, because there was a lot of times where I was moving things around, but it wouldn't move it on the other side, or I would delete something and add something. So that was super helpful in all of this. So I clean up the face, and now it's just this flat, smooth mask. And this is where I start trying to line it up with the rest of the head. So you can see that I spend some time like lining up the loops to the rest of the head. I line up to everything to where all the chin is, and then I start filling in the loops on the chin. I also go ahead and I did what I said I was gonna do, I think last stream, was instead of having this extra object for the eyes, what I do here is I'm making the loops around the eye shape. And then what I'll do in a little bit after I join it all up is I'm going to make just an inverted circle for the eyes. But I think for a while here I'm just cleaning things up, connecting everything. So this was the long, boring part of me, like just connecting and making sure everything lined up. And then the next thing I do is I'm gonna come in, and this guy was not rigged to do the mouth movements. It's a super far away model, so I don't have any facial tracking on him or anything like that. But on this one, I really wanted to have, go for it, a separated mouth. So I split the top lip from the bottom lip, and I don't know if I did this the best way I could have done this. This is my first time doing any sort of facial, like for lip syncing rigging and modeling. So there might be a better, cleaner way to do this, but this is the way I did it for this time, and the beauty of 3D is I can go in and change it when I need to. So what I do here is I basically start shaping out the mouth, and a lot of times you'll see, like if you ever go into a character's head, like in a video game, you'll see this kind of mouth shape that is like inside the character's head to act like the way our actual models are. So I basically just build out this shape inside of her head to act like the mouth, and then get that all connected up. Then I do the chin, get that connected. Basically it's just a lot of getting everything connected to everything else at this point. And then this is where I make the eyes. So here I'm just like extruding the eye shapes over and over and over again to get this kind of bowl shape inside the head. So I'll extrude it, expand it, extrude it, expand it, and then I start tapering in eventually. So yeah, this is where I start kind of coming in, and eventually I'll just end all of these in a singular point, and it makes this like cave shape. So when you're turning, it looks like the way like an actual eye would. This only works because of the textures, the toon shading that I have on her. Because we aren't getting any of the like 3D textures, I can do this. So you see I'm putting in the white texture, the white color now. So now it's all white. And because it's flat white, you kind of get this feeling of like it being completely flat on the face. And it gives this kind of feeling of like more cartoony eye shape. And I fixed a few things to kind of give it that kind of flat eye shape look. It gives, so it kind of simulates the way an eye should look without having to do any of the 3D-ness of an eye. Because if I was actually doing it, like that face has a separate orb for the eye and then has the eye shape. But this was gonna make doing expressions a lot easier because I'll show you in a little bit. I only have to move a couple of vertices to get really good expressions using this. So after I finished up the face, I then start doing, this was not my plan, I got hyper fixated yesterday doing this. I started working on the cape and getting the cape and the hood connected, as well as just everything else. Just kind of doing a cleanup pass. So getting the head connected with all the vertices on the body, then connecting the hood to the cape. And that took a second. I had to do kind of some re-topologization on the hood. And this is where I took like a 40-minute break. So long pause. Yeah, really long pause. There he goes. Really long pause. I took a long break, I think, for food and to talk to a couple people on the phone. But I basically just re-topologize everything. So connect up, I get that all connected and fix all the problems, smooth everything out on the inside, and then basically I just have it all done. So that's kind of what it looks like now. So that's what it looks like now, but you can also see here that I added in the loops. I still continued to be hyperfixated and did not stop, and got a little carried away and started doing more of the accessories. So I did the loops on the front. I need to do the ones on the back, but I figured I'd save that for stream since I didn't record me doing that, so I figured I'd show what I was doing on the loops so that I could at least have documentation of what I did. Okay, so basically, let's see if it'll remember my... No, it did not remember my settings. That's okay. I was really hoping it would. That's fine. What I had done last time was I would make a torus. Here. We can fudge this. I would make a torus and then I would kind of put it into position that I needed it to be. But it didn't keep my settings for what I wanted this to be. So I think what I want to be, because I want them all to match. So instead I'm just going to take this one and duplicate it. So if I was doing this cleanly, I would have done this all in one sitting, and I think I was going to make 2 toruses with the correct settings, but I forgot yesterday. So we're just going to do this instead, and I can kind of show you the way that I would have done it if I had remembered. Okay, so I have this set up one now, and this is going to be a bit of a pain just because it's not a clean shape, but I still think I can get it to work correctly and to show you kind of how I'd go about it. So I'm just going to get this lined up, and we can move everything to sit more flat here in a second. I will take that, put this here, like so, and I'm kind of just tucking it. We're gonna see what this looks like when we actually get this rigged up. Like, I'm very curious if there's gonna be like major clipping problems or if I'm gonna be able to get this to look okay. We'll see. It'll definitely be a test. But yeah, so I have this kind of tucked underneath right now. And we'll go ahead and put this in. So what I basically do is I have a really high proportional editing mode on. So take that, put that in there, and just kind of put this underneath. So I have a really high proportional editing mode on so that everything else around it is getting edited as well. So it lets me kind of mess with the shapes without bending too many things out of proportions. Now I don't like this kind of like angled piece I have, so I'm just gonna fix that. And you can turn up the proportional sizes and everything, and so you can be as specific or as like precise as you need it to be, which is really nice. So we'll go ahead and move this in too. So it's a lot of just kind of like pushing and pulling and making things look like they're meant to be sitting on the model, because this is our rest state, so I want everything to look kind of the way it's supposed to before thinking about making things look dynamic. There's no point at this stage. Okay, so that's all put in there. Fix this. And I had on the shape, to kind of get this feeling of it tucking underneath the cape, is I flattened the either side so they're both a bit tapered. There you go. I think I want to rotate this a little bit. There it goes. It looks like it got a little squashed at some point, so I'm going to fix that really fast. There you go. Is this on local? Okay. So it looks like it's being a little funny in terms of like the scaling, but I don't think it looks too bad. Let's see if I can't fix this a little bit better. No, I don't think that's gonna be... I think that's gonna be okay for what we need it to be. And then to get even more of like the clean shape, I'll just come in and start using the sculpt tool to do it. I love using the sculpt tools on even low poly objects because it just gives you so much control over everything, which is just the best. Oh, hello, asking for a friend. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy New Year. But yeah, so that one's all good now. So I think that one's all lined up okay. I don't think I need to mess with the shape too much. Yeah. I think that's okay now. Okay, so... And then all we have to do is duplicate it. So I'll just go ahead, object mirror, X global, and then make this one not a negative, and it goes exactly where it needs to be, completely mirrored over. It does look like I'm not connected though a little bit, so I'm just gonna scooch a little bit over. Okay, 4.488.4, yeah, that's close enough. Yeah, that's close enough. So that looks like the way I've envisioned it for the model, which is great. And it looks like it matches up pretty well with the front because I want this kind of level of symmetry. Oh, you're looking at leaving your faith? Are you talking in terms of leaving Christianity? I'm sorry to hear that. That's hard. Going to Christianity? Oh, okay. Got you. Very cool. That's awesome. well, if there's anything you're interested in talking about, I'm happy to talk about my experience and what I know and that sort of thing. But yeah, that's really cool. Any time of going through struggles of faith is always hard. I know, satanic, which is what you practice. Okay. Yeah. You're looking to convert, and that's really cool. Yeah. If Alright, I don't know you, so I wanna pick my words with a lot of care and sympathy, which is hard to do on a live stream. But I hope you're doing well, and whatever you're processing and thinking through, I hope that, yeah, I'll just be praying that God answers you in all of that and all your questions, and yeah, oh, your spouse is Christian. Got you. Well, that's really cool. That's really cool that you're looking to kind of learn about things and support them in that way. That's awesome. Yeah, and that's really cool. Yeah, God is good, and he will answer and can handle any questions you might have, or any struggles you might have, or anything you're unsure about. I think that's one of the beauty things about God, the Christian God, is that he's a personal God who cares a lot about people and cares a lot about who we are and wants to talk to us and wants to support us and all those things. So yeah, I'll just be praying for you in this time, and that's really cool. That's awesome. And yeah, I wish you the best of luck. And yeah, that's awesome. You won't regret it. Keys of Solomon? I'm not quite actually sure what that means. So, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, so now I have everything modeled here. So now it's time, before getting into the actual rigging part of things, I am going to do some naming problems because I have too many Tauruses, too many things. These do not need to be Tauruses, so I'm just gonna call these loops because I don't know what else to call these. So this is gonna be loop 1. We're just gonna do 0, 1. There's no need to have 2 zeros. Loop 2. And loop 3. Oh, I call this one loops. Incorrect. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh. I did not know that. Did not know that. These are, I am learning. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with any of that. Not something that I've researched or looked into, but interesting. We are making a VTuber. Hello, Milanoth. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well and had a great new year. We are making a VTuber. I was walking through all the steps that I've done right before this, because I worked on this off stream yesterday, and then we made all the little loopies. Oh, I forgot, I need to make these. Oh, boo. Okay, so let's do that really fast, because I do need to make those. See, I said I wasn't gonna do more, modeling, but apparently I have to do more modeling. Unfortunate. It's gonna be super small. 25 is off to a good start. Well, that's good to hear. I'm really glad. I'm really glad to hear that. Yeah, it doesn't feel like 2025 for me yet. Because I don't know. And the new year never feels quite correct until much later, I feel like. It never quite hits me. This one feels less new. A less new New Year. I love it. Okay. Gotcha asking for a friend. I'm just gonna call you friend. I'm just gonna call you friend because your name is too long. Gotcha. Yeah. That one does pop up quite a lot. Is that okay? Is there anything you'd rather me call you, or do you want me to call you for your full name? I will do whatever you want. I will call you whatever you would prefer. And if you want me to say the full sentence, I will. But it is a lot. Okay. Fora? Okay, I'll do that. That sounds great. I'll call you Fora then. I appreciate you hanging out, by the way. Fora is a good nickname. It's cute. I like it. Okay, so Void. What are you most excited for the new year? Okay, that's gonna be too long, so I need to make that a little bit shorter now. It's also a little bit too thick still. I misjudged. I don't know what I'm that excited. I don't know. There's nothing specific I feel like that I'm excited for the new year. Hanging out with friends? That's very sweet, Villanov. That's very sweet. I'm excited, I think, for a lot of new fun projects. I have a lot of cool fun projects that I'm really excited about. Like this, and developing an RPG system, and like I'm gonna be starting a new D&D campaign here soon, so I've been really excited about running that. So all sorts of fun new projects, but also hanging out with friends. I'm really excited. I count playing D&D as hanging out with lots of new friends, which is great. Okay. So that's all set up. I forgot to not set this to fill in the Engon. Making me get rid of this manually. Boo. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I want you to delete the face, please. Thank you. Okay. Yay! Okay. So I only need... I think I have one of these. I don't know where that one's coming from. Only one of these in between each loop. So we'll just put one here, and then one back here. So that should be cute. I am going to do what I did last time and flatten this end so it looks like it's tucking underneath a little bit, if I can see. Is that the yes, it is the tassel trim stuff. So this is the little, like, on the chibi version I have it as just little triangles. But I'm having it as like a tassel because I think they'll look really cool when the VTuber is like moving around. There we go, now I can see a little bit better. Flatten that a little bit. See, that didn't flatten it, that just made the whole thing small. That's not what I want. The local is having a problem. Is that gonna be close enough to what I want? If I rotate it, it should be fine. That's not really what I wanted. Let's, we can do this in sculpt mode. If it's gonna be difficult, we can do this in sculpt mode. No, don't pinch the wrong way. Come on. It's trying to be difficult. Yeah, it doesn't know what to do. It's confused. We'll just do this. There. Does that do what I wanted to do? Kind of. It's probably better to do this in proportional editing mode, actually, if I'm just gonna move everything. We'll take this half. No, that's not what I wanted. Boop, boop, boop. This half. Move it. Oh, frick. Nope, it's not gonna do what I want it to do. It's gonna be a pain. It's gonna be a pain, and that's fine. There is a flatten mode. Where is it? There it is, flatten. It's mad because I don't have that many vertices on here, so sculpt mode is definitely meant to be used from like lots of vertices, where that is not how I'm using it right now, so it's a little upset at me. There it goes. There we go. Now it's doing what I want it to do. Okay, and then we'll just take this and move some stuff around. Because I have this at such a weird rotation, it's mad at me and trying to like tell it to move in local space, but that's fine. Blender just wants to be slightly difficult, but that's okay. We will persist. I probably should have more spots in this anyway. Just because it's not going to bend correctly if I don't have more. But I like to work kind of like on a larger scale and then move in. Right now my goal is just to get it to match up with the static version of the cape. That's my goal. I'm gonna move it, I think, this one. I'm gonna give this kind of a bend, so I'm gonna do this. Or I'll move this over a little bit so that it's looking like it's, yeah, kind of like bending with the flow of the cape. Are there any, I was just thinking, are there any good video games coming out this year that I, like, should be excited about? I can't really think of any. There's none in my head that I'm like, oh, good game is coming out. I'm excited to play more Dragon Age, the new Dragon Age, because I haven't gotten to play it all that much lately. But I bought it, and just haven't gotten around to it. But I was enjoying it when I played so far. The gameplay's fun. Yeah, there we go. That looks cute. I'm getting some weird clipping on this part, so what I think I'm gonna just like kind of push this in the back so that it looks like it's more underneath everything else. Yeah, that looks alright. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, that looks good. I'm gonna put a couple more loops in here so that it really can like bend. And then we'll do shade smooth. There we go. That looks good. And then let's put the little triangle on here. So I think the best way for me to do this is, what I can do is I can look at my cylinder that I made, and that has 12 vertices around the edge. And then I can add in a cone that will have the same number of vertices, so I'll put this as 12. And then I'll shape this. I can flatten it like so. So now it has the correct shape. I'll just move this up, get it connected, rotate it over, 180. Make it way smaller. There we go. So now if we get this lined up correctly, we might have to do some editing a little bit of where the tassel's lining up. That looks pretty close. It's not exactly parallel, but it's looking pretty close. Your cat was causing mischief? Well, I hope you solved the mischief. They're not causing any more problems. We're making the tassels. We're still making the tassels very quickly. I might need to make the this thing a little bit thinner. It looks like I made it a little bit too thick. That's okay. But we're connecting the tassels right now. Object, shade, smooth. Yeah, my plan wasn't to do too much modeling this stream, but you know, there's always something else. There's always something else to do. And this should be my last modeling thing I need to do, which will be good. Bridge edge loops. Nope, that's incorrect. What did you just do here? Bridge edge loops. There it goes. I must have misclicked something. There we go. But now it's all matched up. You can see I didn't match completely correctly. Hi, hamburger. How are you doing? Magic button does make it smooth. It's pretty great. We got lots of magic buttons in Blender. Blender likes the magic buttons, which I appreciate because they make my life easier. Okay, that looks good. But you can see that this is not correct in what we needed to do, so we're gonna switch this around a little bit. Here, we're going to turn proportional editing back on, so now we'll connect all the things. Turn this down a little bit. I think it's got a little bit too rotated. Of course, I don't need to be super finicky on this because it is just gonna bend and flop everywhere, so... Oh, you're kind of sleepy, Amber? Well, maybe you should get some rest. Maybe you should go get some sleep. You stayed up too late last night, celebrating? Yes. When sleepy, getting sleep, kind of a good idea. Kind of a good idea. But also, we like having you here, so feel free to hang out as long as you would like. Okay. That is done now. I'm gonna say that's done. Looks good to me. Little tassel made. He drank bubble tea in a champagne flute and watched neighbors send out sketchy fireworks. That's amazing. That's so good. That sounds like a wonderful New Year's celebration. We won a lot of games last night, but I won and lost games last night in Overwatch. I was gonna say I lost a game in Overwatch at midnight, but I think I won. I think we won. So we're gonna go with I won a bunch of games at midnight. Thank you. Thank you for believing me. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've had a feeling that was gonna make things look weird. Do I hate that though? Not really. Kinda looks okay like that. Cool. Alright, let's put this into the better position. Ah! There it goes. Because I made it smaller, now it's out of place and I have to redo it all. That's correct. Okay. It just looked too thick. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks better. Yay. Okay, so one little guy down. We're gonna just call this Tassel 1. Where's my 0? I want my 0. Thank you. Okay, so there's Tassel 1. Duplicate. Object mirror. Act global. Duplicated. Tassel 2. Why does it look funky? It should be completely mirrored. Why does it look funky? Because it looks funky over there, that's why. We fix. I messed up my shapes with the smooth tool. That usually happens. Better? Okay. Let's see if this will look okay now, once I duplicate it and merge it over. Yes. Yes, it does. That looks fine now. Something got off. Let's go ahead and object apply. Rotation. We'll just do scale. We'll just apply the scale. I don't think I want to mess with the rotation yet. It's good to apply scale and rotation things, especially when you go into rigging, because then it'll get mad at you if you don't have everything zeroed out. So before I like make this, before I rig this, I will zero everything out. I'll make a double of it and then that'll be fine. Cool. So now we just need, I should have kept a perfectly straight version of this, but I didn't think about it. For the back, but I didn't think about it. That's okay. We'll adapt. Yeah, if I had my choice, I would have kept a version of this where it was like flat and straight, and then I would make it like form to the body, but I didn't think about it, so this is what we're doing. That looks like a good spot for it, so we'll just sculpt mode this into place. Okay, this is probably better with proportional editing. Now I'm looking at this. There he goes. That looks pretty good. Now it is not in the correct, like that doesn't really match with gravity, so we're just gonna do some tweaking. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay. So if this was matching with gravity, it'd be kind of facing more like this. If I do that, it should make the whole thing twist with it. Yeah, like that. And then we can rotate it to make it fly flat. Yeah. This thing's getting all out of whack, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it. Okay. So now we can use sculpt mode to put this back into place. There. That looks like it should be hanging with gravity. That looks correct. It looks correct enough for what we need. And that's what matters. Yay. Okay. Now we duplicate. duplication, and then mirrored it over. There we go. Duplicate, duplicate. We save so much time. Thank you, duplication. Let's make sure everything is named correctly. I got too many zeros. Blender loves to add the third zero. Even though I've never gotten to 100 something. I'm like, if I wasn't naming anything, I could see myself getting to 100 cubes, but... Now 50% more efficient. Woo! Hi, Alt Bear. How are you doing? Duplication. No, 50% more efficient. I love that. It's a good tagline for duplication. Cool. So now we have everything modeled up, which is great. So we have two options here. We can throw this into Mixamo and... Oh, I want to make these yellow actually really fast. We can throw this into Mixamo and get this rigged up, which would be very fun. Or we can work on getting this prepped for, why didn't you? Oh, it's because I have to do it one by one. Boo. We can get this prepped for texturing. I think I'll go ahead and do Mixamo though, because that sounds more exciting. Since we already have like base colors in here, because the texturing won't be that exciting. I have to go in and do UVs, which isn't that fun. It's fast though, it wouldn't take very long, but I think I'll just go ahead and do the rigging. That will take me... Texturing could be exciting. That's true. Drawing on it could be fun. We can do a bit of both. We can do a bit of both. We can do a bit of both. Let me get this prepped all ready for rigging. And then we can do a little bit of texturing. So I'm gonna take all of these. All these pieces. Duplicate them. And then create a new collection. Bring that in there. So we have all of our stuff in here now. Turn that off. Yeah, I don't need my reference anymore. And then we just need to make sure of all of our naming conventions are okay. Are you gonna be mad? Yeah, you're still gonna be mad. Oh, thank you for the reminder, Milanoth. I appreciate it. I'd rather this not be called Kate.001. But the name is currently taken by this, which is annoying. We love fixing naming in Blender. Is it worth me duplicating everything for final? Yeah, it is. Okay. We're gonna do some good naming conventions here and call everything mesh, because that's what you should be doing anyway. And I know this is boring, but I have to do this before making it a rig. Just because it will save me so much time. I'm so organized. I'm so organized. Well, the reason I do name it like this is for game dev, so I have been, it's been drilled into my head to do it like this. Wait, did I do the wrong? Oh, this should be loop. Should this be loop 2? I guess we can do it that way. It doesn't really matter. We'll just make this loop 3. So like all my naming conventions are for game dev, so you can find things really easy. So like 3D meshes are mesh, textures are text, like that sort of deal, because I've worked with too many projects that have just been the worst with nothing named well defined it, and it's just bad. It's a bad time. Okay. I'm just showing off to the void the importance of naming conventions when making a model. It's great. Now the thing is too, if I really wanted to be particular, I would go in here and change the specific meshes in here, because this is a whole different name. I can do that off stream. That is not important right now, but this will be important once I get the rig going. And once I import this to Unity, that will be important. Okay, almost done. Just doing the teeth now. Cool, there we go. So now, what I'm gonna do is object, apply, all transforms. So now everything is zeroed out to the middle, which will make everything better once I get this into a rig. We have this in its own collection. I'm gonna call this final mesh. So I remember what this is when I come back to it. And then we'll select everything that's active. And then first save. Saving is important. And then we'll export this in FBX. Now you can't see any of this, but you won't be able to see me actually doing Mixamo here for a second. Oh, hi Mary. What you doing? Don't knock over my records. Don't do it. I see you. Don't do it. She's just standing on top of my couch right now, just staring at my records because she likes to knock them off of their thing. Hi, Katie! Hello! Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better about watching me do this. Fill it off. Hello, everyone! The screams. The screams in the void. I love it. Friendship. Oh no, none of my commands on my stream deck are working. Boo, I can't hug you easily. There we go. I couldn't do it easily, unfortunately. My stream deck's not working. Friendship. There is a chat above my head now. It's so fun. My boyfriend helped me put it together. He knows HTML, so it was very helpful. Okay, so we have everything. I need to don't bake animation. Selected objects. Forward. Y up. No, that's not correct. Forward is negative Y. Negative Y is forward and Z is up. Okay, there we go. You can't see me do any of these settings because it's in a different pop-up window. But basically I'm just getting this all ready to go for export into Mixamo. So if I do viewpoint front, that's negative Y for some reason. I don't know, man. That's just what happens when I look at the front orthographic view. It's negative Y. Don't ask me why. I don't know why Y is that, but it's fine. We'll see if it goes incorrectly once I import this. Okay, so I have Mixamo open on a different screen. Actually, yeah, no. So I'm just gonna go ahead and upload my character now. Sorry you can't see this. Just cause I don't love the idea of streaming anything in a browser. So I'm not going to. But this should be a pretty fast little thing. And then we'll have a render, or a rig. Okay, where is it? There's Void Mage. Okay, that's correct. And then, actually, now that I'm thinking about this is not the part I need to do on stream. I'm gonna do this later, because the rigging part that we do need to do is, this guy. This is the part that actually matters and will be actually fun to watch on stream. So this is what I'm gonna do, is, do all of these, fun shape keys. Woohoo! Oh, what are we talking about in here? 20s themed New Year's, that's so fun. Old black and white no talking movies? Interesting. Yeah, silent films, that is the term, yes. That's so cool. That sounds super fun. I don't think I've ever actually watched a silent film except for over Christmas. Me and my family watched a new movie that came out this year that was filmed like it was a silent film, so there wasn't any talking. It was so weird. It was so weird. It was called Hundreds of Beavers. It was a bizarre film. One of the weirdest movies I've ever watched, but my dad put it on, and then we were just kind of trapped watching it, and he was like, I don't like this anymore, but my brother and my mom were like, yeah, keep watching this. So, it was bizarre, but funny. Many of them were kind of questionable. Well, I'm glad at least some of them were fun. I'm glad at least some of them were fun. Okay, so we have a space shape key now. So we're gonna add another shape key, and then we're gonna just go through all of these shape keys and slowly add them in. So the first one is brow inner up. That looks like this. That's what that looks like. We're gonna use this little guy as a reference. Hundreds of beavers. Hundreds of beavers. It was about a guy who was learning to be a fur trapper. And it was like Tom and Jerry live action. It was like Looney Tunes, but live action. It was very odd. Very odd. You made so many beavers. Okay. I can't see when it's like this, so I'm gonna have to turn it to this mode, which is a little creepy. When it's like with the wireframe, it looks a little creepy, but it's fine. So this is what brow inner up looks like. So let's see. Okay, so I set this to 1. And go in here. This should, let me just make sure it's been a little while since I've done this, so let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. So if I do that and then turn this down, yeah, there it goes. I'm like, I'm doing this right. So basically what you do is you create a shape key and then make your changes, and then it saves the changes, and it's the best. So I need it to kind of match a little bit this guy. Mage Vtuber is saying some true through. Yeah, it was the weirdest move I've ever watched, but it was fun. It got better as it went. Or some drama stuff. There was hundreds of beavers. There are no longer hundreds of beavers. Here we go. Where does See, I want to put this to the max it can go. So that we get the most movement. Because I want the face to be super expressive. And I want to match this guy too. So that's just the, yeah. I think that matches pretty well. That might be a little bit too up. Let me fix this a little bit. I was saying the wireframe like looks so creepy with the nose. Like, I think when I was modeling her, I was thinking she looked kind of like one of the aliens on Camino. Yeah, she looks fine without it, but even with the mouth like being visible, kind of creepy. Okay, that looks good. That looks like it matches this guy. So we have our first shape key done. Woo! Now we have to do it 500 more times. So now we're doing left brow down. So this is like the whole brow coming straight down over the eye. And he has left as the right. Okay. So we're doing fate left being that way. Woo! So productive. Oh, I need to turn. So I need new shape key. We're gonna call this the same as this because we have to match all the naming conventions because the kit I'm using is picky like that. We'll come into edit mode. Oh, I need to turn this to 1. There we go. And then I don't want to say magic, but well, okay. Let me break this down. I'm basically telling the computer, hey, remember where I move these things. I will then move the thing. And then the computer remembers where the thing should be moved and basically moves it for me. So left brow has gone down. So it basically will just handle the movement for me, which is great. So I'm gonna switch this a little bit. So if I do the same thing, that's about right. We get a little bit of a squish on that side too. I'm using this as like a reference point for how like a normal face should move. So we're gonna move this up a little bit, I think. That's too much, too much. And the nose gets a little squished too. I'm glad you're at least enjoying the vibes. If I think things got moved a little out of proportion. Yeah, I need to move it more this way, more that way. I'm glad you found the dance emote, Katie. I'm very glad you found the dance emote. I figured you'd love the dance emote. I knew how much you used the dinosaur dance emote, so I figured you would love this one. Noid Mage dance party. No, come here. Okay. Looks good for what I need it to be. I'm glad you like it. Good, 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 good. And the question is, can I symmetrize this on the other side? So if I do this and make this, and we do brown down right, but we make the left one on and we make the right one on. If I do this, oh no, it won't symmetrize it for me. Dang it! That's fine. We're just gonna have to feel it out again. Okay, so we can kind of look at where it's supposed to be and try to message up. That's gonna be annoying, the fact that I can't just automatically. I moved it up too much. I'm trying to match it as much as possible. And we're really, Void Mage is being sassy. Eyebrow wiggle. Sassy Void Mage. Hey, it just is, this is what, basically I'm just making all the expressions that I'll be able to make. I've never been able to wiggle my eyebrows like this though, so who knows? Only in animated form will I be able to wiggle my eyebrows. So now if I turn both on, they should look fairly even. They're not. One's a little lower than the other. Okay, we'll fix. Now I made it too high. Okay. There we go. That looks pretty even. So now that looked close enough. Close enough. Push button. I can't. Oh my gosh, I can absolutely animate it to wiggle its eyebrows at the push of a button. That will be something I can do. That will be so funny if I have that as a toggle. That would be so funny if I toggled that. I might have to now. That'd be really funny. But now if I do both of them down, which something doesn't look quite right. There we go. The beauty of this is that it just looks like her eyes got smaller when I have them both down, which is kind of funny. Maybe I need to flatten out the top so that it looks more like the brow is coming down. But maybe that'll be eyelid closed. I don't know. We're gonna probably come back to a lot of these. We'll like come back to it and add it and mess with it as we go. But the beauty of this is that then you can mix them. So we can do brow inner up to get really sad Voyage Mage. It's so cute. It's so cute. We can do questioning. I love it. It's so cute. This was the part I was most excited about, was getting to the blend shapes, because I've only gotten to do this on one character for work, and it was so much fun, so I've been really excited to be able to do this with Void Mage. Now the brow does like come forward a little bit, and I don't have that on either of mine right now, so I might add that really fast. Yeah. Oh, I've made a mistake. I don't know what I did. There we go. Yeah, if I do... That's too much. Just a little bit forward, and then we'll do this, like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then we'll do that the other side too. So I did this one straight forward like that, and then I did this one forward a little bit. I think it looks pretty good. Let's see if they match up. Yeah, I think that matches up pretty well. Yeah, then we get this kind of like eyebrow shape coming down with the eye. Oh no, sleepy friend. Curse you, sleepies. That's okay. If you need to go to bed, that's okay, friend. You don't need to stay up for stream. It's okay. No worries. I'm probably gonna go to, I'm only gonna go to 10 tonight, so I think. I probably will only go to 10 tonight, so if you can make it to 10, you'll be fine. Curse you, sleepies. Want to? Yes. Well, do what you need to do, friend. Take care of yourself. Okay, so now we're on brow outer up. Oh, left. Brow outer. Oh, we're really going for it. Okay. I'm sure there's a way I can duplicate this. I just don't know what it is. So, oh well. I don't love what I did with the eye squishing in there. I think that looks weird. I don't like that. Let's try what this looks like.
It's gonna be hard to do. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because what happens...
Looks a little odd. The trick is trying to figure out how to make this look good on a not really human face. It's like half, it's like kind of human. That's looking closer. I want to move these a little bit. I want to keep the kind of circle look to the eye. See, too much of the inner eye is being moved here. Here, let me bring more of this down. I might need to start again. I don't love it. Oh, I can mirror shape key. Oh, beautiful. We're gonna try again. I didn't love what I did with that one. So we're gonna try again. Redo, redo. Sometimes that's just what you have to do, is you just go, nope, that wasn't it. Try again. That's more how it should move. I think I want to pull it out a little bit more. Like this. She's starting to look so angry. Yeah, there we go. That's looking better. Reverse it. Reverse it. Undo. Redo. Reverse. Go, go, go. That's looking better what it is. Fire. Yeah, eventually we'll find the emotions that will make anger. Which should be brow outer up and then brow inner down. So if I did... I don't have brow inner down yet. But if I did brow down left... Nope, that just looks confusing. How do you... The brow down with the brow outer brow up? That's very confusing. This is gonna be me making a lot of weird faces. That's what this stream is now. Yeah, furrow the middle and then go out the one outer brow. Very confusing. Okay. Okay, so we have brow outer left. I think that looks okay. So if I do this, can I mirror shape key topology? Does that make a new shape key? No, it did not. So if I add a new one, and then try and see if I can copy a shape key. Copy the active shape key of another selected object to this one. That's not what I want. New shape from mix? Is that different? Oh, yay! That's what I wanted. Okay, so that made a copy of brow outer left. So if you add them together, you can see that things start to get weird. But if I do this, and then if I mirror the shape key, it should look virtually the same. Yeah. It did. Sweet, that'll make things so much faster. Finding things out on stream. It's a great time. Her eyes do be looking sideways. That's fair. Oh, I see what you're saying now. Yeah. Oh, I've done that as an animator. I have done that. I've like taken videos of myself, or like I'll stand up and like do motions myself, because it does, if you do the motions, it does make things easier to figure it out. Oh, she looks so angry now. So mad. Not impressed. Void Mage is not impressed. It's just funny. So angry. So angry. She is very unimpressed with the Void today. Oh, wonderful. I'm having a wonderful time. This was the part I was most excited about doing, so this is very fun for me. You gotta work harder to impress the Void Mage. Gotta work harder. She's not easily impressed. That's not true. She loves you all. No, don't cry. Don't cry. Okay. So I've done brow outer up with the right. So next is eyes look up. How? That's gonna be really fun to try and do. Oh, thank you, Katie. Thank you. I appreciate it. Void Mage is impressed. Void Mage is quite impressed now. I don't think I can make her look super happy yet, because I haven't done any of the lower lid stuff. But Void Mage is happy. Don't you worry. Nom nom nom. She feeds off the bits. Thank you. I don't know how to do eye look up with this. I think the way I'm gonna do eye look up is basically take the whole eye and move it upwards. I think that's kind of my plan. And then I can do a little bit of like a twisty. And then we have the lid, bottom lid going up. So we can do bottom lid up a little bit. And then this lid goes back a little bit, like that. Let's see what that looks like. Oh crap, I did it on brow outer out. Whoops! I did it the wrong. See, this is what happens when you're not paying attention. You do it on the wrong thing and everything becomes a problem. Okay. So we need to make a new one. There you go. Okay. Redo. The eyes are not attached. No, so I was so her eyes go into her head like this. This is what the inside of Void Mage's face looks like. She also has teeth. She has teeth. But the eyes are caverns. Yeah. They are hollow. They go inside the head. Yes, Void Mage has mouth. I can show you. Void Mage can smile. See? She smiles. She smile. That's not a good job of showing off the smile, but she can smile. It's kind of terrifying if I don't do it correctly, but she can smile. See? She's so happy. There you go. Okay. Showing you the secrets of the way the Void Mage's face works has scarred the Void. I'm sorry. I apologize for my antics. But I hope you do not judge her for her odd eyes. Let's see if this looks like she's looking up. Yeah, that makes it look like the eye is moving upwards to look. Yeah, that looks like she's looking upwards. Her very mushy face. Very mushy, non-attached face. She is an eldritch being, so she can be scary. She's okay to be scary. Once I finish the Vtuber and like I do the whole like I actually use it on stream, I'll go through all of her lore, which is a touch not spooky, but I have ideas that are spooky. But yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and new shape from mix. So nope, that didn't do what I wanted to do. So if I turn that on and then do new shape for mix, that creates the same, yeah, okay, that's what that does. Sweet. So I can do that, and then I can do mirror shape key. Woohoo! So now both eyes can look up. She's looking up. Yeah. She is an eldritch horror. I want to make a skin for her, like I want to make a bunch of cosmetics that can be redeemed with like channel points. And one of the things I want to have as like a toggle is that, like, if you've ever seen Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Pride, where all the eyes open up, that's what I want to do, is just have eyes open up all over her face. I love that aesthetic, and I think it would be so cool on her. She's an eldritch horror. She's allowed to look a little spooky every now and then. Every now and then. You like it? Thank you, Hamburger. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so now we got both the eyes looking up, which is great. It isn't quite... Because she doesn't have pupils, it's hard to make it look like she's looking upwards. But I think it's okay for where it's at. Maybe if I like... Cause it's just the lids that are changing. Yeah, I'll come back to that. I don't know. I'm not like super sold on it yet, but I think it looks okay for what it is right now. But yeah, I have some other ideas for like spooky fun skins and toggles I want to do for her. But she's a little spooky. She's a little spooky. Okay, so now we need to do I look down, which, oh, that looks frightening on this reference. That's just terrifying. I also wanted to give the Void Mage like little like cosmetics that can be redeemed, like sit on her head or like that she can have, and I think her having a knife would be very funny, like in the emote. I think that would be very funny. That is just frightening on this model. Okay. Knife! Okay, so we need I look down left. That's what we need first. So we're gonna do the same thing that we just did, but with the whole eye going downwards instead. Oh, I need to put this on 1. Okay. And then we'll take, oh, that's the wrong one. I want that one, and that should be fine. So we'll take the whole eye, move it downwards, and then we'll rotate like so. And then this whole lid's coming, like both lids come down on there. So we'll flatten the eye out a little bit. So we'll do that. Not a ton though, but just a little bit. And then the eyelid kind of comes over, and then this one kind of comes backwards. The eyeball is a 3D shape, so it's kind of gonna rotate around like a sphere. So we kind of model that. It should look like she's looking down. I wanted to look like she's looking down without she looking angry. Okay, let's see what that looks like. That looks like she's looking downwards. If I do look up and look left, it just turns to normal. Yep, nice. Let me see what this guy looks like. So the eye shape kind of keeps, it does flatten quite a lot. And the bottom like turns to be more like circular. I think I need to turn the corner right here a little bit. There we go. That looks a little bit more like she's looking down. I think I've widened it a little too much. Because I wanted to keep the same kind of general shape. Meh. There we go. That looks a little bit right. Hi, Hyperperil. Hello. Yeah, if she was like looking her head down, it'd probably look a little bit more obvious. Welcome. We can make Void Mage look angry now. Or we can make her look really sad. She's so sad. She's so sad. And now she's really not impressed. We can do Anger Mage. I need to do... yeah, angry. Angry. She's a very emotive being. We can make her be so emotive now. But we can also make her look up. Oh yeah, in the like this version, it's way more obvious whether she's looking up or down. In the other version, it's a little hard to tell. Okay, let's go ahead and duplicate this one. I see a problem here. This wasn't going down either. There we go. There we go. Now the whole eye looks like it's moving downwards. Yeah, there we go. It looks a little spooky when only one eye is moving downwards. A little odd. But we can copy this. New shape. Mirror shape. There we go. Both eyes looking down. So now I can make her look down and look so angry. So angry. I love shape keys because it literally is just playing around. Like, I could just play around with the puttiness of her face for forever. It's so fun. Okay, so we have the eyes look down now, so we don't need that one. We're on eyes look in now. Okay. Okay, so that's just shifting towards the corner of the eye. So that's gonna be looking to the left, basically. Make this guy go real cross-eyed. Okay, so that one's not gonna be super helpful as a reference for us, but we'll make eye look in. Back to this because it's hard to see otherwise. Oh, thank you for the reminder, Hyperperil. Appreciate it. Katie, why are you sad? Why sad, Void Mage? Hydration. You better go hydrate, Katie. Go. Good, good, I'm glad. So basically, when the model is looking in, it's just the eyelid shifting to the left. So I think if we just do this, I think that's okay. Because there's really not a whole lot we can do with this. Is there any weirdness I need to think about? It's a little rotatey. maybe do some rotation. Woohoo, hydration. Yay. Do some rotation like this. And then I'm actually gonna pull this one back a little bit so it looks like the eye is like moving forward a little bit. Oh no, that was a mistake. I don't like that. That looks weird. Yeah, that looks looking alright. Rotate. She spins. Whee! Yeah, I think that's gonna be alright for what we need for looking in. Okay, so we'll copy this one over. She's looking a little bit cross-eyed now. Wee goes the Void Mage. Making a spin toggle would be fun too. That would be awesome. Hi, Rusted Helmets. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good New Year so far. How long have I been making 3D models? I started in high school. I was really bad, but I started my junior year of high school, so that would have been a long time ago. 8 years ago? 8 years ago? Yeah. So yeah, I've been making models for a while, but it's been my career, my job for the last 4 years, 3 years. So I'm on year 9 of 3D models then. Yeah, 4-ish years, 4.5. I don't know. Time is all over the place, but I've been doing it for a while, which has been really fun. I love doing it. Final Fantasy 16, nice. Is that the? Which Final Fantasy is that? Which one's the MMO? Because I know the MMO is also a numbered one, but I don't remember. There's so many of them. There's so many Final Fantasies. At dusk, but it comes after 15. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Final Fantasy comes after 15. Wow. I know there's a Final Fantasy MMO, but I don't know. It does come after 15. Is 15 the MMO then? Is 16 the one where they're all in a car? I'm talking to someone that doesn't play or know anything about Final Fantasy, have just tangentially seen things in medieval times. Oh, interesting. 15 is the one in the car. Thank you. Thank you for humoring me in my bad Final Fantasy knowledge. I'm glad you knew what I was talking about, though. I didn't know they made an actual medieval one. That's fun. Okay, so this one is just looking to the right. So we're gonna do the same thing, but looking to the right now. First spin. Oh, I like your naming structure, Milanov. That's good naming structure. Not at all confusing in any way. The main character is OP in Final Fantasy 16? Well, that's fun. That's always fun to play. What's their gimmick? What makes them so OP? Middle fantasy does sound pretty mid. No, the most mid fantasy, if they would do it like every YA fantasy ever, of like a fire and bone Final Fantasy kind of deal. just fantasy. It's nothing final about it. A fantasy of first and final. These are all wonderful names. I love it. Is there any? There is rotation. Cool. Movie franchise that sounds final? I don't know what you're talking about, Katie. Yeah, how far in the game are you? One's like Avatar. Oh, that's neat. That's really neat. He's kind of like, so summons, like summoning other people, or summoning the person and to use them and their ability. That is pretty cool. That is pretty OP. You got Mega Man, you got Avatar in there. That's pretty great. Oh, good luck. Is Rebirth... Well, like they're remaking a one? Is that what Rebirth is gonna be? I wish you all the best. I know those are long games. There we go. Ooh. He turns into a fire monster along. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna have to look up what the fire monster looks like because I expect this to be a very cool character design. Oh, this new Final Fantasy remake. I've heard amazing things about the remake. I've thought about getting into it, but I've heard how long the game is, so it scares me. But that's cool that the second one is coming out soon. There you go. Okay. So now we can look left and we can look right. I might need to do the in ones more to the left a little bit more. Oh, yeah, that's what I've heard with a lot of the PlayStation games is that there's not really any exclusives, so there's not necessarily a point for PlayStation 5 at this point, which is kind of nice. Things are, you know, not as locked in as they once were. That's cool to know that it's on PC now. Other than Blender. So I work a lot in Blender, but I also do a lot in the Adobe products. A lot in the Adobe products, a lot in... I think I need to move the look in ones more inwards, because it doesn't look like it's drastic enough. Okay, so we're gonna do this one. We're gonna change the look-ins a little bit and just make them a little bit more in. There we go. Pull these out a little bit too. So I work a lot in like Adobe. I also work a lot in Unity, which is pretty fun. So I do game dev and all of that. Yeah. It's pretty much every Adobe product in Unity. That's pretty much what I bounce between. And then this as the free modeling software that I use. So lots of fun. Oh, you found your movie, Katie? Good. Good, 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 good. I have no idea what Final Destination is, but I'm glad you found it. Hey, thank you so much for following, Rusted Helmet. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a nice time. There we go. Can I move this up? Oh, I can't. Here, let me move you up. There we go. Do I have a Discord? I do not have a Discord. I would like to make one eventually, but I've not gotten to that point yet. But I do have. There it goes. I do have an Instagram and I have a VOD channel. Stream schedule? I try to have a stream schedule. Mondays at 8 p.m. are my really consistent days. But days to like today, when I just have time, I'll randomly stream. So following is always the best way, but always 8 p.m. on Mondays unless there's a holiday or I'm sick or that sort of thing. So yeah. But yeah, I try to be as consistent I can with the Monday streams. But sometimes life gets in the way. Okay, so now, yeah, that looks way more like she's looking to the side now. There we go. That looks better. It looks a little funky. Something doesn't look quite right in this mode with the look-in ones. From the side, but I don't know. Oh, it's because that's why. I'm like, I have too many things on, so that's why everything's looking a little weird. So if I have look in, and then if I have look in R on, and then I have look out L, then it looks like she's looking to the side. Yeah, I think that looks okay. It looks a little creepy in this mode, but that's why we're not using this mode, right? Okay. And then I want to look at the other way too. So we need to look in left and then look out right. There we go. That looks less creepy. I don't know why the other mode looks so creepy. I'll have to mess with that later. Oh, you're probably not subscribed, so I'll answer you here in a second, because you're probably getting an ad right now, which is my bad. Oh, you are typing, cool. Slowly rely on the engine, spare time from work. Spare time, probably props. Oh, cool! Heck yeah, that's awesome! Yeah, Unreal Engine's, yeah, student license, yeah. I used to use Maya, so I used to use Maya, but then my student license expired, so I don't use Maya anymore. But that's awesome. I'm glad that you've been having fun learning all that. That's pretty cool. Character animation's my favorite. I love doing it. It's so fun. That's what I mostly do for work, is I do character like modeling, and then prop modeling, that sort of thing, and then lots of animation. That's really cool. That's a lot of programs, which is very cool. I've dabbled with I think I dabbled with ZBrush, but I never learned enough of it. Okay, I'm gonna come back to these looking ones. I think they look okay for what we need them to be. I don't know if there's enough of a difference between the looking in ones from the side, but I don't know how to make that look more different, and I don't think that's okay. I think it's okay. We'll move on. I'll move on. Okay, next one, which is I blink. Easy. So let's see how they did it. Yeah, it's mostly the upper eyelid coming down. The down eyelid does come up a little bit, so I'm surprised this model isn't doing that. But it does look like it's scooching to the left a little bit, which should be easy for us to do. What's been your favorite thing you've modeled and created, Rusted Helmet? Yeah, YouTube is the best when it comes to searching and finding things. That's true. It's so nice. Huh? What happened? Why is my model weird? Oh no, the values got messed up. Oh no, that's not what's happening. I'm so confused. Here we go. I just need to add a new one. That's why I'm just confused. Okay. And I need to call this I blink left. That's what I was doing wrong. I'm like, why isn't it doing what I want it to do? That's why. Cool. Ooh, sci-fi characters? That's very fun. Do you do like a sci-fi armor and stuff like that? Or is it more like cyberpunk? Yeah, it's nice how many things nowadays are like free to use. I think that's pretty great. Like, it definitely wasn't like that forever ago. If you have like an Instagram or something where you post your stuff, I would love to see it. Do I have a Sketchfab? I do technically have a Sketchfab. I have... Yeah, let me see if I can find it. I only have one model up there, and I don't know how updated it is. Here we go, I'm gonna pull it up real fast. I don't remember what it's under. Yeah, I only have one model up there, and he doesn't have any textures right now, but it's my old I'm just you can just find me. I think my name on Sketchfab is Creator Faith, so you can find me by searching that too, I think. Yeah, sorry, I have links are disabled, unfortunately. Just to keep bots and that sort of thing. We've had bots come in and try to do stuff, so I have links disabled, but I know there's a way that I can enable links using my moderator, but I don't remember what it is, so apologies. Okay, let's try and get this blink to look good. Okay. We're gonna pull up the lower eyelid a little bit. Okay, I think at this point it's probably be best for me to do this in sculpt mode, which I think I can do. This will be experiment. I don't know if I can do shape keys in sculpt mode. We're gonna see if I can. It'd be really nice if I could. Oh yeah, I can. Sweet. Yay, sculpt mode. I love sculpt mode. I love using sculpt mode not for sculpt mode intended things. It really is. It is always there for us. We love it. Okay. We're gonna get this as close as we possibly can, and then we'll go back and edit it. Ooh, video game genres. That's a good question. I want to hear this from the whole void too. My favorite genres tend to be RPGs. I'm a total RPG nerd. So I play a lot of games like Mass Effect, Dragon Age, Skyrim is like one of my favorite games of all time. Why did you think I wanted 1 meter? You're just defaulting. That's cool. That's not what I wanted. You can't go that small. 0.05. Can you go that small? Yay. I also like shooters and that sort of thing. So like lately I've been playing a lot of Overwatch. Because I got back into that game, playing it with people. Mostly fantasy and RPGs, really. I play a lot of RPGs. And any story games too. I love story games and puzzle games. It's pretty great. Halo? Yeah! I have played Halo. I played it a lot when I was younger. I played it a lot with my brother. Me and my brother would make Halo Reach maps and play them together. And I also like remember doing the I think I did some of the co-op with him. I also played Halo 1 a little bit, but when my brother and my dad were like playing Halo 1, I wasn't into video games yet, so I didn't play a ton of that. But yes, I do mod Skyrim. I love modding Skyrim. It's one of my favorite things. I have many mods for Skyrim. So many. So many. I have played Skyrim a couple times on stream. I'll be doing more here soon. I'll get back to my randomized door playthrough here in a little bit, but that one's a lot of fun. Or I did Skyrim together with a friend for a while too, with a ton of mods on it. And I keep finding new ones too. I always keep finding new mods that I'm like, ooh, I want to add that to my next playthrough kind of deal. Oh! Oh, cool! It's been such a long time since I played that game, I didn't pick up on it. That's a super cool reference. I love that. Yeah, I loved Halo Reach so much. I thought it was such a cool game. It was so fun to play, and I really enjoyed the story. And the multiplayer mode was fantastic. Yeah, the end of Reach is sad. I kind of forgot about... I knew the ending, but I forgot about the sacrifice of that guy's helmet and all of that. Sorry, my words aren't making a ton of sense. Okay. Just trying to get this closed up as tightly as I can. Because I don't want any white peeking through when she blinks. I think that'll look weird. Ooh, that's fun. I was watching a video on YouTube of someone that did that, and that was super fun. Where they just kind of turned it into a Souls-like with like bonfires and save states and everything. That sounds very fun. Nice. That's awesome. It's a great game. I played it a lot. Okay. Cool. That looks like a good blink right there. She's winking. Oh, there's still some white peeking through, which you probably wouldn't be able to see, like, but I want to make sure. There you go. It's pretty much completely gone. That's pretty close. I don't think anyone else will do that. Ah, so many years. Time just keeps flying by and it's crazy. That's a good blink. I have played the Fallout games. I played Fallout New Vegas and I played Fallout 4. I played Fallout 4 first. I really want to play 3. That's the next game I want to play. But I loved Fallout 4 got me into the series, and then I picked up 76. And I unfortunately never finished 76, not 76, New Vegas, but I loved it. I have 76 just sitting there. I never opened it. But I got it for like at a garage sale for like $5, so I picked it up. Which was fun. Fallout 4 mods are crazy. I was playing on console at the time. When I have, like, I don't have Fallout 4 on my PC because my PC is new. But when I had, when I was playing Fallout 4 on my console, all my Fallout 4 mods just kept crashing my game. The, Jedi modes for both of those games are really funny. She blink! No more eyes for Void Mage. No more eyes. Possibly? I can see myself getting it for PC in the future just because I love the game. But I'd have to get a really specific knack to want to play it again. Full Void, no more eyes. No more eyes. Now, if she had little, like, stars on her cheeks, this would look like the Aurora mask from, Sky. Like, she would fully just be a Sky character at this point. That's what it makes me think of. Okay, what is next? I want to see. I squint left. So much stuff on the eyes. Oh, it's like the under eyelid going up? That's interesting. And then eyes wide. I'm just looking at all of these. I want to just like... Okay, we can probably finish the eyes before I end the stream today. We'll go ahead and do that. So it's like the lower lid coming up into the left. For eye squint. Oh, the no face mask from Sky. Yeah. Yeah, I might go back in and leave some of the white because that could be a cool kind of like thing to like have the outline of the eye. But then I feel like it will look like her eyes aren't fully closing, so that might be some of the thing I have to mess with. Oh yeah, I've heard Sky Oblivion. That's awesome. I would love to play. I did play Oblivion, but I played Skyrim first, and going back to Oblivion, this is a very controversial take. Going back to Oblivion after you played Skyrim is difficult. Just some of those modern gaming things, it's just hard to go back to without them. So I liked Oblivion, but I had a really hard time getting into it like I did Skyrim. That's awesome. I definitely want to look into that. I've heard great things about the progress they've been making, because I know they've been releasing patches every once in a while for a bit, which is super cool. Yeah, I would totally play Oblivion in Skyrim's engine. That'd be so fun. And then, like, I don't know if it would be compatible with Skyrim together, but that would be really fun to play Oblivion in with like other people, co-op. I think that would be really fun. I think that looks okay enough. The eye definitely comes up a lot in the corner. I think I need to mess with the shape a little bit more. That might be too much. That's too much. I moved it too much to the left. Nope, it's worse than what I did. I'm putting it back. Yeah, I think that looks okay enough. Yes, I meant Skyrim. Yeah, Skyblivion together, yes. That's what I meant. I would love Skyrim together to also work, like the multiplayer mod to work with Skyblivion. Yes, 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 yes. Skyblivion not being compatible with Skyrim would be a little silly. It is a mouthful. Oh, thank you. The spider effect is kind of creepy. It definitely is kind of cool, but it's kind of creepy. But a spider skin would be very fun. I would love to do. We just go full into Sky Children of Light and make like the spider cape from that game. That would be pretty cool. This grayscale mode. You mean this mode? This mode in topology mode, it's a little frightening. It's a little much. Scary. Scary Void Mage. It is frightening for people. Okay. New shape for mix. We'll call this I squint right. And then mirror shape key. There we go. Oh, I mixed them up. Whoops. There we go. Mirror shape key. Boop. Yay! Now she looks kind of happy. It looks less like a squint and more like she's happy. I might have to mess with that one a little bit more. Frightening. She's just a little frightening. It's okay. It's fine. Just a little frightening. Yeah, I think I need to make this a little bit flatter on the bottom. We'll try this again. To make it really look like a squint. Yeah, that looks more like a squint. There we go. Cool. The smile. It is terrifying. The smile is terrifying right now, but I promise it will be cute eventually. I do promise. Yeah, Starfield was meh. I had fun times with it for a little while. It was a peaceful game. Not what it should have been. Not what it should have been. There you go. That's a little squinty. Yeah, let me do the smile real fast again. The smile is only like slightly terrifying. I should have mirrored this. It'll be less frightening if I actually mirror the smile, but alas, I did not. It's not that. It's not as bad. It's not as bad. She's happy. You can't be scared of her. She's so happy. It's fine in color. Yeah. In this mode, it's a little scary. It's a little scary in the other mode, that's for sure. In this mode, a little frightening. Who could be scared of someone so happy? She's so happy. You can't be afraid of her. She's so happy. I will make the smile cute, don't worry. It will be cute. Okay, I think we only have one more eye pose left. Yeah, we have eyes wide. Cool. Whatever I did the last time. Yeah, I was taking pictures of this and sending it while I was working on it yesterday. I was like working on it and like was messing around with the mouth a lot because I couldn't get the position of the teeth right. And so I was taking pictures of the smile and sending it to my boyfriend, and he was like, "That is unsettling." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, you're right. Let me fix that." Okay. Eyes wide. There we go. Okay. Now, eyes wide is just gonna be eyes bigger. That's all this is gonna be. Well, you can go back if you get onto the stream VOD. You can clip it if you go on desktop. I can also clip it later. I'll have to find it later in the when I go back, but you can find it in the VOD again. Okay, we're just gonna scale this up. There we go. That looks like eyes wide. Good enough. There we go. She's so surprised now. I could probably even make that even more pronounced, but I think it looks okay with what it is. Some of this will definitely be testing once we get into the actual face tracking software. Okay. We have all of the eye shape keys made now. Now I want to try and make an expression with just the eyes, because then we'll have to do all the face ones later. I'll do that on another stream, because I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. Trying to think what would be a fun expression. Do I use Substance Painter? No, I've not used Substance Painter. My Adobe's subscription doesn't cover Substance Painter, and I don't want to pay money for that. Does she have a puzzled face? What expression would be puzzled? It would be like... Let me see what I can do. Cause there's a puzzled emote. A quizzical. Cause there's a puzzled emote. So let me see if I can make that. Because that would be kind of like brows down. Kind of like that. And then I could do... No, that doesn't look... I could do... Maybe if I add a squint to it. No, she just looks kind of suspicious and angry right now. Oh, really? I didn't know that on Steam. That's really cool. I'll have to look into that, because that would be helpful. Like, if I do the brow... Because I can only do the brow inner on both of them. I can't do... I can do that. I can do the DreamWorks face. Of like one eye up, one eye down, kinda. That. Yeah. We did it. We did it. She looks a little just like, huh? What are you talking about? I can have her looking to the side too. We can have her looking slightly up. She's so confused. Yeah. I think that looks kind of quizzical. She's looking up to the left a little bit. Yeah, Substance Painter is a fantastic program. So that would be pretty awesome to just completely pay for it with her perpetual license on Steam. I'll have to look into that because that would be awesome, because texture painting in Blender sucks. It's the worst. I would love to learn that. I've not used the Blender Market much at all. I'm glad we did. We got there. We got to quizzical. Okay, I feel good about that. Next time we have all the other ones. So many. We have all the mouth ones. There's so many mouth ones. But if we get all of these done, then the AR tracking kit that we're gonna use will like be able to do so many different expressions, which will be awesome. So then we have all these cheek ones and like, oh, there's nose ones. Yeah, that'll be interesting. She doesn't have a nose, but we can mess with the eyes on that for sure. And then jaw open, classic. This will be very fun to mess with. I'm really excited to keep playing with this. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Oh, I've heard AutoRig Pro is great. I have heard good things about that. I was meaning to check that out at some point. Yeah, Mixamo is fantastic. I like making Mixamo animations and then adding on to them. But yeah, that's for another time. But yes, thank you guys so much. This has been so much fun. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and talking about all the nerd stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful night and a wonderful start to your new year. Thank you guys hanging out for me. I hope you have a wonderful time. All right, see you, Boyd. Bye.